every day of the finest ingredients in health. Now I have a swell surprise. Made fresh every day.
What's going on, y'all? This your boy Casey Phil, Self for Life Wrestling Takes here to give you my honest review about last night's AEW Dynamite. The show was great. I got my four issues with the show I'm gonna talk about, but overall, y'all know I don't even like a million tag team matches, but every match on this show was great. Everyone from the beginning to the very end with that very entertaining no DQ falls count anywhere match. Listen, look, let me tell you something about AEW, man. Yes, they got the issues that they must work out, but they do keep me on the edge of my seat, and they keep me wanting to come back week in, week out. Like I said, being a wrestling fan, that's what you want. You want to be on the edge of your seat, and you want to continue to tune in, week out. Even if the show might be bad, you still be like, I'm coming back next week. And this week, wrestling-wise, I take my hat off to everybody that was in the ring. Story-wise, too, certain storylines is better than others, but overall, I'm excited. So let's go ahead and dig into this episode. So we open the show with Darby Allin versus the bad boy Joey Janelle. Now, obviously, these two got history. They wrestled each other about 3 or 4 times. This match was pretty good. You had Joey Janela trying his power or trying his best to make you think that he was gonna pull the upset tonight, but you knew that wasn't gonna happen. So, at the end of the match, your boy Darby Allin actually pulled. He came through with it. So Tony Schiavone hopped on the mic and he called Sting out. So Sting was gonna come out there, do his thing. The snowfall would come out, say what he got to say, right? But he wasn't able to say that. Taz and Will Hobbs stopped him in his tracks. They popped up on the screen. And actually, you know what? No, that's later. That's later in the show. That didn't happen right there. That was later. Let's see, make sure I'm double checking. Yeah, that's for later on. So yeah, so I'm tripping. I'm jumping ahead of the game. I'm jumping. I apologize, y'all. I actually had this review done, and I forgot to talk about what I was about to talk about. So we're gonna talk about that later. Darby Allin wins with the coffin drop. So we move on. They show footage from Kenta showing up from New Japan Wrestling. That forbidden door that everybody keep talking about has been officially open. You see, everybody and their mama has been wondering what AEW has been, what they got up their sleeve. They're partnering with NWA. They're partnering with New Japan Wrestling. They're partnering with Impact. And they saying, what are you guys trying to do? Like, what's going on? And listen, Tony Khan and them got something up their sleeve. Listen, I like that they really don't have the one big old invasion angle, because that's what a lot of people was thinking. They thinking it back to what happened when WCW, was bought by WWE and how they just all showed up at one time. AEW and everybody is taking their time, but it's just like a slow burn. But I'm liking it. I appreciate what's going on. So we move on to the inner circle. Well, everybody chilling in the room except Jericho. And Sammy comes walking in, and he tells everybody, listen, fellas, I got to have a one-on-one meeting with my boy MJF. We got some issues that we got to discuss. And so MJF said, fine, kicks everybody out. Now, unlike what MJF did when he kicked the cameraman out last week, Sammy Guevara said, no, you stand up, you sticking around. You can stay up here. And so he told him, he said, listen, bro, you ain't fooling nobody. You might got these other fools fooled, but you ain't got me fooled. He said, listen, man, look, I thought it was just a little back and forth, but it seems like you got some serious issues with me. He said, you dang right, I got an issue with you. You know? He said, you trying to take over this, you trying to take over the inner circle from Jericho. He said, look, man, I know you're the apple of Jericho's eye, but I'm here now, and you're gonna have to live with that. And he said, yeah, you got me. I hate Jericho. Well, when he said that, MJF said, I got you on record. He recorded him with his phone. He said, wait, what? Snatched the phone from him, broke his phone, and then he punched him in the gut. MJF sold the mess out there like he got his ribs broken and everything. But overall, like I said, it was a great segment. I'm telling you, something about to pop off. So they making you think we got babyface Sammy Guevara. Just stay tuned. That's all I gotta say. So we got the Nightmare Family, Lee Johnson and Cody Rhodes taking on, with Arn Anderson taking on Caesar, Boney, and Pretty Peter Avalon. Now, as they was coming out, Arn Anderson's son, Brock Anderson, was sitting behind the barricade with the rest of the wrestlers. That dude looked like a younger version of Arn Anderson. Um, let me tell y'all something. Lee Johnson, this man they should have been put the rocket on him, but obviously you know why they didn't put the rocket ship on. It didn't make no type of sense for Lee Johnson to be getting all these L's 24/7, losing 13,000 gazillion matches in a row for absolutely no reason. This match was designed to see what Lee Johnson can bring to the table. I done seen more than enough. This young man can wrestle. This young man can go. And, you know, finally they let that man get the pinfall. He couldn't hold it together. He was overwhelmed with so much emotion, and I understand because it don't make no sense how somebody like Lee Johnson was losing 24/7. That don't make no sense. So Tony Schiavone came out there. He came up there. He let him talk. Lee Johnson was trying to cut a promo, but he was so overwhelmed with emotion that he really couldn't say nothing, and he was choked up. Next thing you know, everybody from the Nightmare Family came out there to congratulate him. And I say, look, man, I'm tired of this tokenism that they always like to do with us. It makes no sense. This is the type of stuff to get on my nerve by AEW. It gets on my nerve. They know what they're doing. Oh, it's Black History Month, so let's finally give Lee Johnson a win. No, man, this stuff is a joke. This is the issue I got with them. I've been saying this about AEW. Look, I'm glad that they got us on the show, but just don't have us on the show to be losing 24/7. Shoot, I'm gonna talk a little bit about that later on with the match with MJF and Chris Jericho versus The Acclaim. But the fact that Lee Johnson finally got a win after losing 30,000 times in a row makes no sense, man. But it is what it is, man. Congratulations to my boy. He finally got it done. So let's see what's next. Make sure. Okay. So yeah, so they cut to the back and you got the Young Bucks. They chilling there. Next thing you know, here come the Good Brothers. They started arguing, talking about, man, what was that foolishness that happened at the Battle Royal last week? Like, bro, y'all know dang well we was trying to win this thing, and you know if we would have won, we would have had the opportunity to pick whoever we wanted to wrestle. And then Gallows said, listen, guys, we weren't coming after you. We was coming after Private Party. That's what we was doing. And obviously you guys got in the way, so that's what messed it up. But the Young Bucks said that if they would have won, they would have chose the Good Brothers, and it would have been the AEW titles and the Impact titles on the line. But as we know, at the No Surrender pay-per-view that's coming up, or whatever pay-per-view that's coming up, we got the Good Brothers taking on Private Party for the Impact Tag Team Championships. Now, more than ever, since they ain't doing nothing with Private Party, I need Private Party to beat them. I really do. I want to see them beat them. You know, I really do. So we got a backstage segment with Adam Page, the Dark Order, and Matt Hardy. Now they sitting at the bar. You know, Adam Page is usually getting drunk. Matt Hardy is silly. Listen, Matt Hardy with this new gimmick, this boy, he know he's silly as heck. This fake businessman, this schemer, because that's what he is. He's a schemer. He's a fake businessman. So the man already drunk. Now Matt Hardy acted like he drunk. He really did. He took it and poured it out, made it look like he was drinking. He got the man so drunk that he made him sign over his wages. So the man is drunk and does not realize that he just basically sold his soul to the devil and didn't realize it. So he said he's going to be very mad after he sobers up. And I'm pretty sure. So they showed the Dark Order. Like I said, the Dark Order is still trying to recruit that man. So the Dark Order as of right now is baby faces, to tell you the truth. And the babyface Dark Order I really don't have an issue with that. So there's still a lot of recruitment going on. So we'll see how that pays off at the end. So next we move on. We move on to Pac with Ray Phoenix versus the Hollywood hunk Ryan Nemeth, aka Dolph Ziggler Jr., which is his brother. This match was basically Pac letting everybody know I'm back. Now Pac is still a babyface, but this match, how he wrestled like he was a heel. Ryan Nemeth really ain't do nothing. Like I said, he got a couple of hits in there, but this basically was all Pac. Pac basically destroyed this man, and he had him tap out and put the man to sleep. It was, like I said, a good match. He called us to submit with the brutalizer. Good match and everything. So we move on to the highlights from the garbage wedding that took place last week. Listen, y'all. Listen. I think it's time for Miro to kick Saban and Penelope Ford to the curb, because I feel like they've been holding him back. So they saw them standing there, everybody looking all mad and ticked off. They mad at Chuck Taylor and Orange Cassidy. Talking about we was at the hospital and all this stuff thanks to you, and we're going to get our revenge. So then you got Orange Cassidy and Taylor over there drinking a little bit of the bubbly and acting like they, I guess, maybe that was just regular champagne, I think. Talking about hopping out of wedding cakes and everything. Like I said, to me, it's just stupid. So anyway, as Chris Jericho and them is getting ready for their match, he's talking about MJF is where he at. He's talking about he in the back. He got his. He might have broken ribs, thanks to Sammy Guevara for sucker punching him in the gut. So anyway, as they came out, the Acclaim. Listen, let me tell y'all something about the Acclaim. The Acclaim, they working on me. They are working on me. I was not down with the Acclaim. I know they brothers and everything, but I was not down with the Acclaim at first. I thought they had a cheesy, wannabe Fruity Pebbles gimmick. But right now, they kind of doing work. Now, this match was a very good match. It was an excellent tag team match. I just wish that the Acclaim went over. Now, everybody claimed that Tony Khan and them is high on the Acclaim. I said, well, if you're really high on them, this could have been an easy win for them. But obviously, they really want to make Chris Jericho and MJF loseless. In other words, they want them to keep winning until they eventually lose to the Young Bucks at Revolution. But I would have allowed them to actually lose to the Acclaim here, because the Acclaim is on the come up. Max and Anthony, like I said, Max, he roasted the mess out of him with that rhyme he came out with. Like, he literally, like, you could see MJF was ticked off with everything. Him and Chris, they was ticked off what the band was rapping. But it is what it is. Like I said, match is good. So after the match, because Chris Jericho didn't win, he won with the Juice Effect. Now, Sammy was the only member that wasn't out there. He finally comes straggling out there. He gets on the mic. Jericho said, bro, what the heck was you at, man? What is your issue? What is going on? And Sammy said, listen, bro, I told you. I said, if that man did one more thing, that was it. I was done. And I'm telling you right now, as of right now, I'm out. He said, what do you mean? I'm done. I'm out of the inner circle. Listen, that segment was great. But there is a master plan that is being planned. And everything is going to be revealed or unfolded come Revolution. So at the commercial break, Alex Marvez catches up with Guerrero. He's walking out. He said, yo, Sammy, what's going on? You good? He said, yeah, I'm good, man. But he said, I just got to take a few weeks off to clear my head. You know, I was just tired of that foolishness. I don't know why the rest of them didn't understand. They didn't see it. But I need to get my head clear. So the man moves on. So like I said, I already talked about this situation. Talked about it. Next, we got Tony Schiavone, and he called Sting out because Sting wanted to talk about what was about to transpire at Revolution. But as soon as he came out, and as soon as he was finna say something, Taz and Powerhouse Hobbs pops up on the screen and said, "Hey, yo, Stinger, hey, I just want to let you know something. We got a passenger that you might know that's finna roll with us, and he's gonna like it." Next thing you know, they swing all the way back to the end of the car. There is Ricky Starks and Brian Cage and somebody in a body bag. They open the body bag. It's none other than TNT champion Darby Allin. That man been beat up. Now listen, I know Darby Allin loves some foolishness like that. He loves his body getting beat up, doing some Jackass type of stuff, because that's straight up from out of the book of the Jackass show. Y'all remember the Jackass show with Johnny Knoxville, Bam Margera, Steve-O, and all them clowns, you know what I'm saying? The late Ryan Dunn. That's basically what that was. So they basically dragged his body along and everything, and so Sting was aggravated. Sting was like, he don't know what he gonna do because his boy being dragged all over town and everything. I'm like, listen, Darby Allin like that foolishness. He like his body getting beat up, all that. That was a scene straight out of Jack A. I'm just trying to tell y'all right now. So we move on to the women's situation. Now, before we get into the match between legit Leia Hirsch and Thunder Rosa, which was a very good match, they talked about the women's competition that's about to transpire. This is actually the first match tournament to determine who's going to face Sheeta at Revolution. Listen, y'all, I need to see Sheeta cut promos. I need it. I need Sheeta on the mic. I need Sheeta to be telling us exactly what's going on, what's going through her mind as she gets ready to scale each and every one of these women who may potentially end up facing her at Revolution. I need her to come out there. Listen, Tony, if you are presenting your women in a positive light, if you're pushing your women right, you will actually have Sheeta out there. Sheeta will be cutting promos every week, week in, week out. I don't need to be seeing Sheeta chilling in the background because that makes me think that you don't care about it. You don't care about the women's division. Like I said, we need to get the women's division up. And listen, the women's division is on the come up. There has been a lot of great women's matches of late, but we still need to, like, if you really care about your women's division, your champ must be out there cutting promos. And listen, the girl has great English. She can speak very well. She can. So come on. I don't know if you're afraid that she gonna sound silly or something. I'm like, bro, come on. You see what Vince is doing is they making a mockery of Oscar. They got her acting a complete fool on that. But shoot, I know you're not gonna do Sheeta like that, but at least have her say something. You know what I mean? But anyway, so we get to this match. This match was very good. It was a hard-hitting submission match. This Layla girl is very good with her submissions. And Thunder Rosa, listen, Thunder Rosa is an excellent wrestler. This young lady is great. And while the match was going on, as she was coming out, Thunder Rosa cut a promo, basically talked about she got 3 things on her list that she's about to accomplish. Number 1, she said she finna take the NWA title back. So she pretty much said she finna beat Serena. Then she said when she win this whole competition, tournament, she said she's gonna face Sheeta and she gonna beat Sheeta for the AEW Women's Championship. And third but lastly, she said she gonna beat the brakes off of get her win back off of Britt Baker, aka Big A Nose. She said her nose big. And you know what? I really want to think about it. Britt nose is kind of big. It's not big, but it is kind of big. So, you know. So anyway, like I said, this match was very good. Once again, they did the picture by picture, which I hate. I hate the picture by picture because I want to get invested in the match. And I can't get invested in the match if we're going that picture by picture foolishness that JR always loves saying. You know. But like I said, overall, this was a very good match between the ladies. This match was basically designed to show what Layla can do. I've seen her before. I've seen her against Britt. But I think this was a much better match between her and Thunder than it was with her and Britt. You know, and that's no knock against Britt because, like I said, Britt is definitely improving. So, Thunder Rosa wins. She wins with a pinfall, and that means she's moving on. So then after that, they showed that the Japanese side is going to take place on YouTube on Monday. So starting on Monday, we got the 2 matches, the 2 Japanese matches that's going to happen. Now, like I said, I'm only familiar with two of the ladies' names, but I'm not gonna say I'm not even gonna try to say their names because I'm gonna end up butchering their names. But if you want to catch their matches, you can catch their matches on AEW's YouTube channel on Monday night. So then it cuts to a little promo thing. So, Tony Schiavone is sitting down with Jungle Boy, and he's talking about what transpired because as of late, with all the foolishness that FTR has been doing, they was suspended as indefinitely. Jungle Boy said, "Well, you know what? I really didn't want you guys to be suspended, but like I said, you seen I got the upper hand on you." And he said, "I can't wait to get my hands on Dax again and make him my female dog." Y'all know, like I said, I don't curse, so you know what female dog means. So after that, we get to the main event. Now, this unsanctioned Falls Count Anywhere match between Kenta the Cleaner, Kenny Omega with Don Callis, who was on commentary, by the way, versus Death Rider John Moxley and Murder Hawk Monster Lance Archer. This was with Jake Roberts. This was the best Lance Archer has looked in a long time. I think him, Kenny Omega, Kenta, and Moxley tore the house down. They went all over the place. They was all up in the cafeteria, beating the brakes off each other. I mean, man, moves here, move there. Everybody's selling everything. Kenny Omega looking like he got hurt and all this. I mean, man, they was tearing each other up. But with the help of the Good Brothers, Kenny Omega and them end up winning this match. And like I say, overall, this show was a great show. I said what I didn't like about the show, my issues that I had with the show. But overall, this was a great episode, and I can't wait till next week as we move a little bit closer to Revolution. Hey, if you like the show, let me know. Hit the comment section up. If you're new to the channel, why don't you go ahead and subscribe, like it, whatever. Hit y'all know what to do, man. This your boy KC for Ill Resident Takes. I'm gone.